Okay, RM, my movie collection, DVD, VHS, trying to budget out things for the new year. Uh, After Christmas, I'll know a little bit better where I stand, but right now, I could get at least one TV show per month. If I have to get some smaller items like CDs or a game, then I might have to push back the bigger TV show 1 month and get a smaller box TV show instead. I would have liked to get the bigger box TV shows out of the way first, but might not happen. Because sometimes I need smaller items like a game, a CD. That's part of my collection as well. Plus my chocolates. Either I could have chocolates or I could have Skittles or M&Ms. I cannot have both, so I have to decide which one I want for the month. And proper lunch and a proper dinner. I should have enough snacks to pull me through, and I could get at least one TV show. It might not be a big TV show, but at least I'll get something off eBay and maybe one CD or one game. And I'll see what thrifting will have to offer, and that's how things will go. Because if I'm not putting any money into my collection, I'll just say, oh, I'm going to put 40 bucks into my collection. I'll put 40 bucks into thrifting, and maybe 10 bucks into clothes, 20 bucks into clothes. So I'll have to see how things will go. Sometimes I might need to buy jeans, I might need to buy shoes in the new year, so all that adds up, and I could buy a really good game with that, or a really good movie. So there's a lot of rare movies that are going to cost me $50–$60 to get. I don't have They Live yet, and that's going to cost me $50. Enter the Ninja. That's another ninja movie I'm looking for right now. Cost me another $40–$50 on DVD. And a couple more games here and there before I can start getting Pitfall 2, which is going to be the $100 game, and I'll come back into Dolly Parton after. So for now, I'm going to put her on hold because her CDs are kind of expensive right now, and this is what I need to do first: separate my TV shows first, and then my movies and my games. I'm going to be at least doing that for another year or two before I can say I'm going to be cut up in here, be another 2 years. Then I could think about doing Dolly Parton and a couple more Pearl Jam albums, live ones, and pick up what I needed for our rare movies that cost like $50–$60, and complete whatever TV shows I need and pay on the shipping. So, and there's quite a few small TV shows I want as well. At least 4 small TV shows, and with this Christmas money it'll help me, and definitely the next refund will help me. So if it gets to a point where I could buy something else extra for my movie collection, I'll do that. But if I cannot, then I'll have to push things back a year or two till I'm cut up with my TV shows and my movies, and then I need to switch over to the games. So that's the full plan. Just trying to figure out a budget for my snacks. So my snacks are holding up. The chocolates will be gone, and still would be like another week left. But the chips and cookies will hold up, so I'm okay with that. Plus I got the popcorn now. That's a little extra. So I need to put a little extra in my snacks, a little extra in my drinks, and my lunch and dinner, and anything after that. Depends what I find thrifting. If I don't find nothing thrifting, then I'll have to put that extra into wood. So I will need a few more boards to finish off some of these shelves. Unless if I find something in the spring or summer in the trash, I'll try to get a little bit in here. So I'm not done yet. I'm just sorting through what I could get. What's expensive, like WrestleMania. I want to get Volume 1 eventually. Some of the early Dolly Parton albums are pretty expensive, so I'm going to have to hold off on to those. And try to get maybe some hits or best of, or some Christmas stuff, some duets, before I could come back into a little bit more expensive albums and the live Pearl Jam albums as well. Still one or two that I'm hunting for. Not too many people know about them. Plus the singles as well. So then come back into my Metallica, Def Leppard, Bon Jovi albums and all that. Maybe a little bit of rap. Whatever I can find locally. If I don't find nothing much, I'll try to pick up some electronics, like a DVD player maybe. If they're not overpriced, maybe make one more poster or change out a poster next year. And this is going to keep me going through the winter into the spring. So I have to make plans every couple months in here to figure out what I'm going to get. So Goosebumps, I like to get more of them, but if they're pricing them $50 to $100 for a lot, then I have to hold off onto them. So I'm cut up some of the smaller TV shows. Maybe I might have to buy Bones on eBay and throw these ones out. There's about 10 of them, so I don't find much of them locally. So I have to decide what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to throw out. I'll have to go through some of the stuff on the bottom. And I started collecting on a show called Lost. I don't know if it's any good or not, but I looked it up and there's not that many seasons, so I might be able to complete that one. We'll try to get at least 1 to 10 for Simpsons, then I should be okay. Then try to pick and choose a 10 to 20 if I see any random ones locally, without having to buy it on eBay right away. So at thrifting, sometimes you find something good, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have to wait 2 months or 3 months by the time something finally comes in. Not like you wake up 7 o'clock in the morning, you're going to go thrifting, hey, it's going to be there on the shelf for me. I'm going to pick it up for $5, yay. Doesn't work like that, buddy. Thrifting, mostly they get junk, and the better movies, the rare movies, you're going to have to pay up on eBay. And to pay the high shipping sometimes, so sometimes you overpay. But that's how you get stuff in your collection, and that's how you make your collection grow. Sometimes lots help, sometimes they don't. So lots you have to really watch out for. You acquire a lot of doubles that way, but once in a while they might help out. That's how I got my Universal Monsters on VHS, bought a couple in lots. Then I bought a few of them individually. So I'm going to rely on thrifting for a while for VHS. Maybe in 2 or 3 years I'll come back. And then maybe I'll pick up Friday the 13th. And I'll have to refix this shelf again. I'll have to trim this one down a little bit. I think the height's good, but it's too much empty space at the top. So I'll have to readjust that. Try to find somewhere Scooby-Doo or Franklin. And I think this is all Disney, and that's all Disney. I've been seeing a ton of crap of Disney lately, and I think I'm okay on Disney. Unless something specific, I'm not going to buy any more Disney. I think I have all that I need. Unless something I don't have, then I'll try to pick it up. Old movies here, but good titles. Try and pick and choose. A lot of Titanic. So I try to pick up any Titanic I have in good condition. So I've been collecting quite a few on Titanic in the bottom there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus that one over here. It's like about 5, 6, or 7 Titanics. So if I see them for $1 a piece, not for 3, 4, or 5 bucks, but sometimes I go to the 50-cent store and they have them there. So we'll see how things go. Might need to buy some electronics sometimes, so maybe some board games. So I also collect some board games. I do want to get a couple other board games as well. And yeah, this last video before Christmas. There might be some other videos in between because I'm trying to fill up my space so you can at least get 3 videos a week. I'll probably end up doing some songs and some drawing in the new year again. Thanks for watching.